Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going through match day 4 of the Euros, where we see France play Austria, Romania play Ukraine and Belgium play against Slovakia. So 3 big games, 3 interesting games to talk about, and I'm going to pull up from where we left off on Group D yesterday with the Netherlands beating Poland. Let's get into this France-Austria game, and it was only divided by a Woba own goal for France. France winning the game 1-0. Austria find themselves really unlucky to not win this game. It's only their second loss under Ralf Rangnick, so it shows how he has really changed the team around a lot for them. I'd say they were unlucky in my opinion that they didn't get a result out of it. They could have scored, and they had a few chances to score, but at the end of the day, France were France. You know, their attack wasn't really there today, like in terms of that final output. As I said, it was an own goal that got them through with the win here. But defensively, I thought they were strong, and I thought Kante had a really good game. Kante looked like he'd never moved. He's still at the peak of his career by the looks of it. He was killing it. He was all over the place, as he always is. And towards the end of the game, when everyone else was getting a bit tired, he was still going as he does. You know, we know what Kante does best, and he was doing it well. Mbappe might be out for the next game with a broken nose. He might just end up wearing a face mask that you see a lot of players wear nowadays, but it looks like a really bad break, to be fair. So we'll wait and see if he can be even ready for that next game that they play in the group. If not, it'll be a massive miss for this France team. The game kind of gave me shades of England's game against Serbia. It's a game where you thought France would walk over them, and they didn't, and then France struggled. It's these first games in the Euros is always a bit of a hiccup. We saw it at the last Euros for England. We only scored 2 goals in the group, and they were enough to get us through all the way to the final. So you can't look at these results in the group. A win's a win in the group. Once you've got the win, it doesn't matter how you've won, and a clean sheet for France is good. The same way I said a clean sheet for England was good yesterday. It's a good sign of going forward for both of these teams, you know, pushing through the tournament. However, completely different. This one took me by surprise. I had it as a draw. I spoke about how Romania were dark horses though, and I spoke how Romania can pull a result out. I thought they were going to beat Belgium, and I thought they'd beat Slovakia. I did not think they'd do this to Ukraine 3-0, and they were 3 good goals as well. They weren't like 3 scrappy goals. One of them was a bit scrapper, but 2 of them were bangers. They were great goals coming from Ukraine mistakes. Ukraine just weren't there today, but they shouldn't take it too hard on themselves, because obviously you've still got another 2 games. You've got another 2 games where they can test themselves in the other 2 games. But I think this win for Romania shows that they're probably going to finish top of the group. The way they won the game, it was dominating. It was probably the most dominating performance I've seen at the Euros so far, and it was against a good Ukraine team, so it shows how good this Romania side is, and they are going to be going forward, going well. I'm looking forward to see how they can do in this tournament. Obviously, there's a lot of talk about Yanis Hadji, with it being the son of Georgi Hadji, but the goals were scored by Stanciu, Marin and Dragos, and the Stanciu and Marin goals, unbelievable. If you've not seen them, go check them out. Great goals. But it's really exciting to see this Romania team do well, and as I said, I think they will finish up in the group, and you know, we'll review my predictions at the end of the group stages, but my predictions are going quite well so far. Obviously got one more game of everyone, so everyone's had the first games played, and we're going to Thursday, Wednesday, and games start rolling. And I'm looking forward to the game, the rolling through, and seeing what England can do on Thursday. But onto the final game that I'm talking about in this video, and that is Belgium versus Slovakia. And finally, we have a good upset here, because Schranz scored a goal for Slovakia, and it was the only goal of the game that was allowed, because there was 2 disallowed goals for Belgium, but Slovakia beating Belgium here with a Schranz goal 1-0. Love it. It was a perfect hate watch. Lukaku having 2 goals disallowed. I was a very happy man watching that game. I was a very happy man. Obviously, one of them being for offside. The offside technology is perfect, and the handball technology. Let me take a second to pause and talk about the handball technology. It's insane. It came up with like a little graph of when the ball got touched to make sure it did touch his hand, and if it got touched again to see if it was an intentional movement, and it got shown it touched again, that's why it got disallowed, because there was 2 touches, there was 2 movements on the ball with the hand, and it became shown that it was, it was probably intentional movements of the hand. and that's why the goal was disallowed. And I thought that's amazing technology. Why the hell is that not getting used more? But it means that Belgium are now second at the bottom of the group. Obviously Ukraine at bottom of the group, with Romania top, Slovakia second, Belgium, and then Ukraine at the bottom. And then in Group D, because I've kind of skipped over it, it goes Netherlands, France, then Austria, and then no, actually it goes Netherlands, France, then Poland, then Austria at the bottom. It's to do with goals scored. But yeah, the Slovakia-Belgium game is definitely the game of the day for me. It was a good defensive performance from Slovakia as well, and I feel like Slovakia might now give Ukraine a challenge too. I think Ukraine will still beat Slovakia, and I also think Ukraine will now beat Belgium. I think Belgium are going to get absolutely slaughtered and be the big flops of this tournament. I think, you know, it's the last dance for a lot of these players like De Bruyne, and you know, Carrasco and stuff like that. The players in the squad, Lukaku, it is their last dance, and it's kind of the same old story with this Belgium team of this for some reason it's never working, and it you know, it is mainly down to the Flanders and Wallonia stuff of like it being two countries put into one and being forced to play together. It's like making the Scottish play with the English. It wouldn't really work because you don't see any Scottish players in the team anyway, so it wouldn't really matter, would it? But actually at this Euros you might have seen a left back come with us, but anyway, yeah, it's kind of a I'm happy for the ending, but it's a sad ending for the Belgian fans to see that their golden generation has just flew away like this and just done nothing with it. But I'm a happy man. I think the results today all went well. It was a good day of watching football. Finally, a day off work where I could sit down and properly focus on the games, and it was an enjoyable day to do so. But that is the end of this video now, guys. So I do thank you for watching. If you like the video, please leave a like, because that's much appreciated. And if you want to see more, subscribe, because there's more on this channel every single day at all times. Thank you for watching, guys, and hopefully I do see you next time. Cheers.